introduce you the today's topic, earthquake. This is the most common natural disaster, most unpredictable and the highly destructive natural calamity. This causes major loss of life, loss of property, causes destruction and devastation. As you can see this image. So let's start the further. In this chapter, we are going to focus introduction of an earthquake, some important terminology related to this and the classifications, how record the earthquake, effects of the earthquake and the distribution. So guys, what's earthquake means? Quake means vibration, shaking and tremor. So simply means shaking of earth. Suppose this is our earth. The earth outermost surface, which is crust, is made up of many plates or broken into many plates, which is floating on the asthenosphere. This is always moving in slow manner. When these plates are major plates, some minor plates. When these plates are collide, they generate some energy, and due to this energy, the shaking of upper part of the crust is take place, and this causes earthquake. So how we define an earthquake? Earthquake is shaking or tremblings of the earth's surface caused by seismic wave or earthquake waves that are generated due to sudden movement. It may be internal or external in earth crust. It's defined earthquake. So the question come, how long earthquake occurs? It's generally of short durations in second, rarely exceeding 1 minute. They are greatly variable in intensity, magnitude and direction. Suppose here नेपाल, अगर नेपाल में अर्थक्वेक आता है, इसकी ईपी सेंटर नेपाल में है, अगर हम इससे दूर जाते हैं तो इसकी इंटेंसिटी कम होती जाएगी. So another point which is very important, how to detect or record the earthquake. The instrument is used for this is seismograph and seismometer. In these two photos, you can see the structure or buildings due to shaking of earth's surface is disturbed or converted into malwa. This is very disastrous for human beings. Here some important terminology related to earthquake like focus and hypocenter. In this diagram, you can see the fault. When the fault occurs, the seismic wave originate from the focus. Here the seismic wave propagating in all directions like this, and this is known as focus or hypocenter. So the point within the earth where the first fault rupture started is known as focus or hypocenter. And another point is epicenter. Just above the vertically on the focus is known as epicenter. Here the maximum damage occur. The difference between epicenter and focus is the focus is within the earth and the epicenter occur at the surface of the earth. As we go away from the epicenter like this, the intensity is going to be decreased. Here the intensity of the earthquake is decreasing. The another point is anticenter. The anticenter is the point on the surface of the earth just diametrically opposite to the epicenter of an earthquake is known as anticenter. So here the epicenter and just opposite of these is known as anticenter. Suppose epicenter at 0 degree and from here to 180 degree is anticenter. The difference between epicenter and anticenter is you can't find S wave here. So next is isosesmal line, a line connecting points of the equal intensity. Suppose on Richter scale, the magnitude is 8.5, 8.5, 8.5. These points connecting equal intensity is known as isosesmal line. The connecting points of the equal intensity. It is usually closed curve around the epicenter. Like these all are isosesmal line like this. Another is homosesmal and cosesmal line. A line connecting the shock or seismic wave that arrive at the same time. Suppose the seismic wave arrives at 5 am, 5 am and 5 am. These 3 points are connecting is known as homosesmal or cosesmal, which is connecting the equal at a particular time. In this diagram, you can see here the fault plane ruptures and the some seismic wave is originated. This is focus or hypocenter. Just above, vertically above of this is known as epicenter, where you can see the maximum damage occur. Here you can see this is road which is destructed by this seismic wave, and the buildings and this tree also deformed or destructed by due to this shaking of the earth. So next is swarm. The swarm, the larger number of the small earthquake may occur within a region for a month without a major earthquake. Suppose the intensity like 5.5, 5.6, 5.8, 5.9. This intensity on the Richter scale of the earthquake is this small earthquake without a larger earthquake like intensity 8.8. This was missing. Only small earthquake occurs. The series of this earthquake is known as swarm. So the large number of small earthquake may occur in a region for a month without a major earthquake. Such series of earthquakes are called earthquake swarm. A seismic wave travels through the earth as elastic vibration. This is very important. All the seismic waves are travel or through the earth as the elastic vibration. These two instruments, like seismometer, is the instrument used to record the vibration of the earth, especially earthquake. This is also referred as seismograph. Sometimes we are confused between seismometer and seismograph and seismogram. So seismometer and seismograph is the instrument, whereas seismogram is the real-time record of the earthquake. Ground motion is recorded by graph. This is the gram, which is like this is a sheet of paper where P and S and the surface wave are recorded. It's known as seismogram. This is the whole set of the seismometer instrument which is used to record the vibration from the earthquake. This is very vibration sensitive instrument. This is very vibration sensitive instrument. So here, this is the base of this seismometer, which is fixed with the earth surface, and this is the frame of this seismometer, and this frame is attached with the spring, and this spring is attached with the heavy mass, and mass is having a pin which is drawn, which is used to draw the record the motion of the ground. When this surface hit by the seismic wave, then the base of this instrument is getting vibration and record the seismic wave. The red line shows the primary wave and this shows the secondary wave. So here first primary wave is drawn and then secondary wave. Why this is? Cause P wave or primary wave having higher velocity than the S wave. That's why it's hit the seismograph at first. So the velocities here, velocity of the seismic wave, velocity of P wave is higher than the velocity of the S wave, and velocity of L wave and the velocity of R wave. So the velocity of P wave is the very higher as compared to S. That's why it hit the seismograph at first. And the degree of destruction here, degree of destruction, L wave, R wave, S wave and P wave. Love wave is very destructive in nature as compared to P wave. So this is how we record the seismic wave through this instrument.